You know, one of the greatest thing about our organization is our people. It is and always has been our foundation. You know, it's we have this really unique culture that continues to grow. And what's really fun about it is it's growing everywhere, not just at our head office, but throughout North America. We have this ability to forge these wonderful relationships that are so tight at every aspect of our business. And it just makes us achieve and overachieve on everything that's put in front of us. It's really unique to see in the marketplace. It's really why, you know, our slogan of great people doing greater things every day is so apropos. It's perfectly fitting. There's not a place that I've traveled to where I haven't seen it in real time and in person, from managers meetings in you know, Hartford, Connecticut to you know, store manager meetings in Edmonton, Alberta. The consistency of this camaraderie is so fun to watch. And you know, the best part about this is the momentum we're building. It just seems unstoppable, which means there's no place to go but up from here.
You know, what's neat about this and what's special about this is there is no off button to this. There is no ceiling to this. We have built a culture of people to deliver for our clients, and they are noticing that something's different. Walmart is noticing that something's different. Bell is noticing that something's different. Huawei is seeing and noticing that something is different. You can feel it when you're in our building. You can feel it when you're on the road with coworkers and peers. You can feel it everywhere. But in terms of the growth side of this, we had a wonderful Christmas party just 2 weeks ago. And when I walked in, and Ella was there was a couple guys. I mean, some of the staff were already there having drinks and getting set up and stuff, and there's a couple guys there, and I panicked a little bit. And you might ask, why did I panic? And I panicked because I grabbed Ella and kind of went, come here, get over here. And she came over, and I said, I don't recognize those guys over there. Who are they? Where do they work? Did we just hire them? And she smiled at me and said, no, that's the band.
So, I mean, I vividly remember traveling to Quebec and to Montreal and trying to convince Christian Tart to join us. I mean, I know he was our 10th, 11th choice, so I was coming down the list a bit, and I'm just kidding, of course. But I met with him before a Montreal session with the Bell team where we still only had 4 stores, had no contract. I had no team in Quebec. I had no commitment that I could give him anything he needed. And we just had a breakfast in the morning and said, listen, if you give me till Friday, I think I might have something for you. I learned later that he already had a job, and I don't think his wife spoke with him for a week, and she's probably still not speaking to me because he sided with OSL for some reason.
So he said, hey, Christian, we're going to build that big company, you'll see. Big company. There were 5. I was working at Shaw with 14,000 employees, and that guy was like telling me that big OSL company. 5 person at the head office. So he said, oh, whatever, Christian, I'm gonna have a role like director of sales for Eastern Canada. It's okay, great. But why I should join OSL? So he said, oh, 3 things. I said, oh, shoot. So he said, first thing, you're gonna work with the biggest retailers in the country, Walmart. And I'm a big fan of Walmart. I said, oh, great start. What about second? He said, you're going to work with the 3 biggest carriers, Bell, TELUS, and Rogers. They're having full of money. They want to grow the business. So I said, wow, that's great. What is the third one? He said, Christian, you're going to build your team from scratch. Wow. Now he got me because I like challenge. After 5 years, I could tell you one thing. I will never, ever regret that move. And I'm really hoping I'm going to retire in that seat.
First week, I remembered very fondly. I got a call from Gary McCaskill saying, hey Bob, welcome aboard. I need a favor. I need you to go to a market you've never been to, and I need you to terminate a DM you've never met. And that's kind of how it all started. I thought, okay, well, let's get at it, because Gary did say, when he hired me, he said, are you sure you want this? And I said, absolutely, because he goes, it's going to kind of be similar to drinking water out of a fire hose. And I thought that was a very graphic image, but proved to be very true and very correct.
Most recently, I think when OSL won Best Managed Companies, that's a really cool experience by able to go have dinner with some of the OG team and just seeing and reminiscing about how far we've come, and to be recognized as one of Canada's top 50 best managed companies is an amazing feat. And I think it speaks a lot to the people and the organization for sure.
My first week, I would say, was really couldn't have been better, to be quite honest with you. Starting on the Huawei account, at the time was a relatively new account for OSL, and quite an exciting undertaking and so forth. I'll never forget, I definitely went through the full rigor interview process. As far as moving into the role itself, I quickly learned that working with the people around me, this was a roll up the sleeves organization, that's for sure. And you know what? That's what I enjoy most about it. I mean, regardless of levels, positions, or whatever, we do what it takes to get the job done, and we do it, and we have a good time with it.
So it's 5 years later, and as you can tell, momentum hasn't stopped. In fact, it's a little bit out of control in a really great way. We're going to learn about new partners and expansion this year to continue to diversify our business across North America. Lots of opportunities we haven't even seen yet, so buckle up, because this is going to be a fun ride.